Thank you, Riley. Power Sports for sponsoring this video. What up, brahs? Brahs. So we have a deep subject we're going to talk about today, okay? So if you don't like deep subjects, then skip the video. If you like deep subjects, then sweet. See that? That was definitely not me. So put on your thinking caps. Let's all gather around the fire. It's about speaking good on yourself and not bad. And me and Riley are heavy into this kind of stuff, and we also put it to our successes so far as to how we can be as insane as we are and ride these machines as insane as I do and still come home every day. And granted, there's days where bad stuff happens and you get hurt and this and that, but you know, that's life in general. And yes, one day like something bad will happen that I can't recover from, right? That is life in general. But the idea is that there's science backing this stuff. There's all these studies done. It's in the Bible 1,000 times talking about how strong your words are and how to speak them into existence. And that's what we're talking about, speaking things in existence. So we're referring to riding motorcycles and being a part of this life of riding and the dangers that come with it. Is that me and Riley do not say the D word. Put up some D words, and then we don't say those normally when we're talking. We try not to because we don't want to speak it. We don't want to speak in existence, and sometimes I'll say something jokingly and stuff, but we don't even like joking about that kind of thing. Most of the time when we're just with each other, we're very serious. I love yous before we leave each other, and we never say anything like, you know, don't die on your way home. We don't say that. we avoid those words, and there's just a lot of stuff that points towards, even if he's not a Christian man such as myself, or you could be more spiritual hippie style like Riley. No offense, Riley, if that's what, you know, we're gonna call you for this video. If you want to follow that, it's still under the same lines. It still falls under the same thing. Just do not speak bad things to each other. Don't speak bad to your buddies when you're mad at them, and you know, y'all are pissed off at each other for some reason. Just in general, be a good person. But when it comes to riding, you shouldn't be making jokes like, hope I make it home tonight. That shouldn't be a joke you say. You should not allow that to leave your mouth. And we were talking about this and thinking of examples of where you can see that attitude come into reality. One, me and Riley have had tons of close calls, and every time me and Riley have a close call, the reason me and him both have the exact same attitude about it, the reason it was a close call and not an actual incident is because it could have been an instance where we got hurt or killed or whatever, but we immediately chose to react and keep ourselves safe. Like, we did, like, it was close. It was a close call. Like, there's several times where me and Riley have both had to, like, cut between cars or dive bomb around a car or something, right? And if we didn't do it right when we did it, as hard as we did it, as much as we were committed to doing it, we wouldn't have made it, right? We wouldn't have got around that car. But the idea is that if you're speaking life unto yourself, speaking good things to yourself, speaking, you know, everybody's like, I get this comment all the time in my channel, like all the time. It's like, it's ink stain waiting to happen, or you know, organ donor soon to be. I'm not an organ donor, by the way, brahs. It's not on my license. You know why? Because I'm not dying. I'm not dying. I'm not going to die on this motorcycle. I'm not going to need to donate organs. I'm going to live to be an old man and die like everybody else. It's literally not even on my license. That's how much of a push to this stuff I have. Granted, now once again, I could. It's very possible. God Almighty might say, today's the day, Brendan. Boom. Gone. That's just me how it goes. But I'm not going to believe it till God Almighty himself fucking takes me. Like, I'm not going to sit here and believe it. I'm going to do what I got to do. And so the point is that we never allowed those close moments to become a reality. Immediately when something bad was going down, we didn't say, oh, this is it, I'm going to die. No, we reacted immediately to, I'm not dying, and dive bombed, whatever. And we're not going to say names or anything, but instances of people that we know personally where they were involved in an accident, and you can see plain as day what their thought process is the moments before they crash. It was immediately, this car cut me off and I can do nothing about it, I'm gonna crash. Boom, they hit the car. Like, it's that long of a time period where they had all this time where they could have reacted, and instead they reacted to negatively. They believed immediately that this car wronged them by cutting them off, and now they're screwed because they can't dodge it because they're going too fast, and they're like, I'm gonna crash. And that's what happened to them. And that could have happened to me and Riley a dozen times, but the point is when we see this incident coming up, when it happens, we accept that is not how it's going down, and we force it to go another way, and it's in our head immediately that way. And our particular person that we know, we don't believe his mindset was that. We believe his mindset was immediately jump to, instead of you being out here in these streets and only thinking about keeping yourself safe, your mindset should be to keep yourself safe, and that your friends are going to be safe, and everybody's going to be safe, and we're all going to get home. That should be your mindset. But some people get out here and ride, and they're upset, and they're pissed off, or they're riding above their limit, and then something bad happens, and they're, one, not skilled enough to even attempt to try to save themselves, and two, they got the wrong mindset when they're out there going, and don't react. But me and Riley, and like I said, I want all of y'all to be the same way. It's not exclusive to us. I'm saying everybody should be like this. You need to have the mindset of, you're making it home. You are going home. You're going to ride, do hooligan stuff, and go home, and go to bed, and have a great day the next day. That needs to be your mindset. And when something bad appears in front of you, you don't need to freeze on it and be like, this is the end. You just need to react. Life is this direction. Just like Camaro, life is this way. Like, your mindset needs to be focused on that. It looks like we're on Naboo or something. Is it Naboo? Tatooine. Yeah, it looks sick. It's a beautiful winter day in Texas, 77 degrees. But anyway, it's like hard to stress this, but you'll find a lot of big motivational speakers and people like Jordan Peterson and stuff talk about it a lot, like speaking good things. Jordan Peterson, we were listening to him earlier, and he was talking about not even writing, like not writing it especially. Don't write things that you know are not true, or write things that you do not want to have come to pass. Like, don't write it down. If you're writing a fairy tale like log, if you're writing in your diary about, oh, if I die today, this and this and that, don't write any of that kind of stuff down. Literally only speak positively into your life. Speak positivity in your friend's life, speak positivity in your own. Don't tell your friend, hey, I hope you make it home and don't die. Just tell your friend that you love him and you'll see him tomorrow. That kind of stuff. Just never have the D word come across as that's how it is sometimes, because it is. But us saying it doesn't help it. Us not saying it does help it not be a reality. Does that make sense? It's kind of hard to understand it unless you've looked into this stuff before. There's plenty of studies on speaking good into your life and speaking good on others to make your own reality. Like, also going into your life a little bit, back off of the bikes, but me and Riley, obviously everything we do is bike related. Riley's never thought he wasn't going to make it. He never thought he was going to fail along the way and have to go back to his job. I've never sat around this 1 year now officially doing this. I never sat around saying, yep, if I don't make it, I can do this. I've only thought about what I'm going to do on this motorcycle. And I can get in an accident and get messed up and then not be able to ride or make videos. But I don't talk about it. I do not accept that to be a reality. And for a year, it's been solid. Y'all remember the previous year, 2 years ago now, like I had a couple of different accidents where I got messed up and the bikes were messed up, but I kept pushing forward and kept on going. And this year, same thing. It's that attitude that makes you speak your success into existence. Speak good on yourself, speak your success into existence. Don't speak negatively about yourself. Don't speak negatively about your success. Every day I get closer to my goals, every day Riley gets closer to his goals, and every day you can get closer to your goals, okay? It just works this way. Just trust me. If you don't believe me, then go ahead and explain how me and Riley are still alive, because Riley's just as crazy as me. Maybe not, okay, Riley's not just as crazy as me, but he's pretty freaking crazy. And yet here he is, a business owner. He's got what does he got, like around 30 motorcycles in the dealership right now. Like, he started off with just 2 dirt bikes in his grandma's garage. He's come a long ways, and he hasn't done it by saying anything bad about himself or his business or his practices or his deals. When something goes bad, he pushes through it, goes on, keeps talking about how good things are going to get. And that's how Riley's been so successful. And that's how anybody that's successful is successful. You're never going to find a successful person sitting around talking about how bad things are going. They're always talking about how much profit they're going to make this year or how great everything is. Like, that's why people hate rich people. Because rich people are always talking about how great it is and how much money they're making and blah, blah, blah. And it comes right down to the same thing, all the way back to the motorcycles. Speak good in this. Speak good over your bike. Speak good over it and keep up with your maintenance and normal things. Like, if your bike's falling apart, you're like, yes, I'm speaking it now. This bike's going to be perfect. When the bike is falling apart from the get-go, that's not going to make it not fall apart. You know, keep up with your stuff. But like right now, I have a perfectly set motorcycle, new tires, everything's tight. There's no reason why I can't bob and weave and dodge any car that might get in my way on the way home. Zero reason. And that's my reality. I'm speaking it. I've done my due diligence, and that's what I'm going to do. And that's how I've gotten this far. 100%. Drifter Bro wouldn't have made it this far if he didn't have this attitude, which y'all see is like a crazy person attitude almost, because I'm so like happy and laugh stuff off. Like, if something crazy happens, I almost die, I laugh it off. I don't accept that was the instant where I would die. I do not accept that. So that's why I laugh about it, because it's just like, it could have been if I was a negative person. Could have been if I actually want to sit around and believe that a stupid little car is going to pull out in front of me and that's how I'm going to die. Like, it could happen that way, but I don't accept it. And yes, it sounds kind of dumb when, you know, when it comes down to it, a car might, and I might actually die. But the point is that your chances are significantly higher if you believe this kind of mentality, because it puts your mental focus in the right focus. Like I was talking about earlier with a friend that wasn't focused correctly, wasn't thinking anything other than, this car cut me off and now I'm going to run into it and I'm going to crash. And then he did it. And in that time period, me and Riley would have easily dodged this car. Like 100% easily dodged this car. We both watched this video and we're just baffled, because there's no way we couldn't have dodged that car. It was so easy. There was some speed involved and it was a little bit of a close call, but there's no way me and Riley wouldn't have dodged this car. But this person I'm speaking of just ran right into the car. It's because they have the wrong mindset. And that's it, Brahs. That's my point. So just please speak life into yourself. Speak life and speak good things into your life. Speak life into your body when you're riding. Don't speak anything bad on yourself. Don't speak anything bad on your friends. Try not to even joke about it. I get it. We got to be funny and have some dark humor every now and then, because that's fun, right? But you can't just do that all the time. Speak life, alright? So choose life, not death, Brahs. Video, Brahs. If you don't agree, I don't care. But you can comment about it down below. You can also say something nice down below too. I also appreciate it when you, Brahs, speak good things on me, like, can't wait for the next video. You don't have to be a dick rat or anything, but if you have any sort of negative thought, just remember, don't say it. Just speak something different. Like, can't wait to see the next video is 100% speaking life on me. That's you saying to me that I'm going to be able to make another video. This Harley's going so fast. That's a fast Harley boy right there. Don't what? Don't what? Explain yourself! Anyway, so, yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Just, you know, y'all should try it. If you haven't done it, y'all should try it. Your life will be better because of it, I promise. And now we're just gonna ride fast for a little bit and maybe get this car to race me. I think he wants to, but he also knows there's nowhere to go. So we're just gonna trail him until I get bored, and then I'm gonna hit it. Ah, man, he's lame. He changes lanes. Changes lanes just let me roll by. You got a Hellcat according to your little sticker on the side. Who knows if it's real or not? Race me! The negative comments about that I see in my videos, that stuff doesn't bother me because I don't believe those comments to be true. I believe those people to be angry, sad people that say that kind of negative stuff. Which is why you'll see me in there trash talking them a lot of the times. But don't worry, Brad, I don't believe that crap. I'm invincible! Also, you're not invincible and neither am I. Also, just know that too. It's a joke. When I see those comments, I always think of this kid.
I have the power of God and anime on my side!
Wait, That's what I think of. That's me. Anyway, Brez, alright, enough of this stuff. I'm out of here, Brez. Love y'all. Y'all have a good day. See how I spoke that into existence on you? I said I love you, and I said y'all have a good day. I didn't say, I hope you have a good day. I told you to have a good day. I spoke it to you that you are going to have a good day. You get it? You understand how this works? Alright, y'all get it. Love y'all.